Causes of littering. Many people are unaware of the causes of littering pollution. They may think that it is something that happens on a small scale or only in certain areas, but this couldn't be further from the truth. Littering causes many problems for our environment on a large scale, and it is not just an issue for one country to deal with, it's everyone's responsibility. This blog post will discuss what causes littering pollution, what causes people to litter, and how we can fix these issues so that we can live cleanly and sustainably. Littering pollution caused by improper education. Littering is the most significant contributor to our polluted environment, and it's all because of improper education. In recent years, there have been several campaigns encouraging people not to litter on the streets or in public spaces for their safety and others around them. However, with no real consequences for doing so and little understanding about how important this issue is, many continue even after seeing these ads, which has created an epidemic that seems impossible to stop without profound changes being made in schools across America. The world is not always a beautiful place, and littering is just one of the many ways these imperfections are shown. Littering causes pollution in our communities as it clogs up parks, streets, rivers. It's all because of improper education. We need to teach people how important recycling is, so they don't continue making an already bad situation worse. In order to save our planet for future generations, we need to reduce the causes of littering. Littering pollution caused by industrial waste. Disgraceful waste created by industrial factories is often found in different areas of the earth. Pollution from these plants can cause natural disasters and make large amounts of harmful chemicals that would eventually kill off local wildlife, especially when it gets into rivers or oceans where animals drink water to survive. Littering should be an issue of personal responsibility, but it becomes a public concern when industrial waste is involved. Littered items create aesthetic problems and can also absorb oils or chemicals from the ground that cause health issues for any animals near them. The litter often ends up in waterways like rivers where they clog storm drains with debris, which causes flooding during rainstorms, making this yet another problem created by those irresponsible enough to throw their trash out on sidewalks and streets. Causes of littering. Littering pollution caused by construction activities. Construction workers have a habit of littering, which is unfortunate considering the environmental consequences. Construction sites are some of the most littered places in society because construction companies often hire people not native to that area and give them little or no training on what's considered appropriate behavior when it comes to their environment. This can also be an expensive problem for contractors who need approval from several regulatory agencies before they begin work. As if all this wasn't enough, there's always a chance someone will dump something illegally at your site, even though you've done everything by the book. Construction workers who throw their breakfast burritos on the ground are contributing to littering pollution. The wrappers and other food scraps from these activities end up in storm drains or nearby bodies of water, polluting them with plastic particles that never decompose. Causes of littering are important to know so that we can control them. Littering pollution caused by laziness activities. Littering is one of the most common pollution problems in many communities. This problem stems from laziness, as people believe that they will not be caught for littering if no police are around to see them. Laziness often leads to a person's decision whether or not they should commit an illegal act, and this example is undoubtedly true about littering, where individuals feel confident enough about their chances of being apprehended by law enforcement officers so long as nobody sees them do it. Littering is one of the most significant contributors to pollution. It manifests in many different ways, but often it's a result of laziness when people do not dispose of their trash correctly. Littering pollution caused by improper disposal. Every year, about 1 million pounds of trash are dumped onto the streets in Los Angeles. This is a significant amount of litter and pollution that affects thousands of people's lives every day. Every time someone throws something out their car window or dumps it into a storm drain instead of adequately disposing of it, they're contributing to this issue more than you might think. Littering is a major cause of pollution. It can be prevented by keeping stacks of trash bags in your car and disposing of them properly when you return home or to the office. We see littering as a significant problem in our society today. The improper disposal of trash causes pollution, especially detrimental to the environment and animals living there. Littering pollution caused by urbanization. Littering is an unavoidable and overlooked form of pollution that causes many problems for our planet. The problem can be traced back to urbanization, which has increased the number of litter by moving them closer together into more built-up areas where there are no trash receptacles or recycling bins nearby. To fight against this problem, many people in cities had no choice but to buy a whole bunch of pricey garbage bins and have them delivered straight into their homes for use. Littering is a significant contributor to pollution in urban areas. The more people litter, the dirtier it becomes for everyone else and all other animals that walk on this ground or drink from water sources tainted with our trash. Causes of littering are hard to understand, but we all need to work together to control these causes.